So I have had the most annoying experience this afternoon, and I need to rant a little bit. Can I rant for a minute? I needed to get a yellow card for my son, right? So I asked around. I contacted the doctor from my organization, and I was told to do it online, but I didn't even bother with the process, which I regret. So I asked just yesterday. I started asking again. I was like, where can I get this thing? And so someone told me to go to Ministry of Foreign Affairs, but I was like, this is the holiday season, so they definitely would not be open. And then someone else told me to try to go to the airport, which for me was it's tedious going to the airport, right? But for me that was more certain, if you know what I mean. So I got to the airport. Airport was looking scanty, so I assumed it was because of the Christmas holiday, right? So at the parking, I asked, can I park here? I asked one elderly man, I was like, can I park here? No. I said, I ain't be landlord. So I parked, went in. We got to the office where they issue the yellow card, Ministry of Health. They have a desk in the airport, right? Got there. The lady now said, where's your print? She asked me, she said, sir, sit down, where's your printout? I said, I don't have the printout, I didn't do online. She was like, so you have to come back. I said, madam, there's no way I can go to town and come back for this thing. Can't we use your laptop? Or is there no cafe here, cyber cafe, where I can go? After I'm on the right track. What? I don't almost miss wrong. Is there no cafe where I can go to print this thing? She now said to sit down. She told me at this time that the thing is 2,000 naira. So that's why she sit down. So I said, before I start, let me just tell you a few things. I just know say, once Nigerians tell you before I start, let me tell you, don't say there's a problem. She asked her guy, do, straighten up a bit, good boy. He's sleeping. This one don't know what to do. She now said, the card is 2,000, and there's bank charges, cyber cafe charges. I said, but are you going to do this thing in cyber cafe? Can we not use your laptop? She said, even if we use my laptop, I don't have a printer. Why don't you have a printer? Why can't we make our lives easy? Why does everything in Nigeria have to be complicated? I don't have printer. And that's okay, madam. Please, what's the long and short of this our discussion right now? She said, everything will be 5,000. I said, for 2,000 naira something. Nice. All of a sudden it's 5,000. Why? So I said, okay, let me just help you, and I can take 4,000. Help me with my own money again. You're helping me. Go ahead. I thought I'd go ahead. I beg. At this point, I was just like, I beg. Just give me this thing. So what we need is the yellow card. He has taken all his shots, right? His shots are up to date, but unfortunately I never asked for the yellow card. So his immunization card, I gave it to her, and she just transferred the information that was on that card to the yellow card. Stamp here and there. End of story. She can now. So when we finished, I took my son around. I was just showing him around in the airport. We even took a few pictures and everything. They feel frisky. Got to the car, put him in his car seat, strapped him. As I they walk out, they go my side. They say, madam, see, they don't lock you. He said, what? They don't lock you. Came around, lo and behold, my tire had been clamped. Jeez. I was like, why? What happened? They form Oyibo, distressed. What happened? What's going on? I don't understand it. And I say, madam, you do wrong parking. 25,000. I say, Hey, 20 what? 25,000. Go to the office there. Go talk to them. I said, but let me tell you the truth. I spoke to someone before I parked. The man said it was okay for me to. This man where I talked to now don't vanish. Nowhere to be found. That was the annoying part. I no fit see the man. They said no, that it had. Then they actually told me though that that's been happening. A lot of people have been experiencing that. These airport touts, they'll just tell you go ahead and park because they're looking for what's the word now? Meager 200 naira or 400 naira at the most. At best 500, right? Because then they find their own daily bread. They're putting you at risk. That was exactly what happened to me. When I came out of the car, instead of this papa to tell me, say, auntie, this place where you park no good, or sister, this place where you park, they'll go clamp your tire. Because he saw that I didn't have luggage or there was nothing for him to gain from my being there. He just left me to my own fate. I can't go to the office. Beg them, oh. It's okay. Pay 15,000. I said, even 15,000, okay, I do not have. Huh? I plan to pay fine before I come here. People know they plan themselves before they come outside. I don't plan to pay fine, no. I beg them. The money where I pay still pay me, I swear. But I'm just like, why is everything in Nigeria just a headache? I go collect yellow card. Woman, want extort. Now this is where I park. Innocent parking where I park. 25,000, just like that. This country, hey, Nigeria, it's becoming too difficult to live in, I swear. I go soon park. I don't they talk and since I go soon park leave this country. Because the daily headache, every day your heart go to pound. Every day you're going to fear what next in Nigeria. What's the next thing that's going to happen? You're going to sit down there, enjoy yourself for palo. Next thing, no warning, no notice, never don't take like fear. Very rude behavior. I say it all the time that the way NEPA takes life, to me, I find it very rude. When I talk to some people, go they laugh. I say I find it very rude. No announcement, you go just take like fear. Next thing you're in absolute darkness. You want to wash your hands, sometimes you turn on the faucet, no water to wash hand. I mean, come on. Like, why is everything in Nigeria so difficult? I mean, not only me they feel this way. And I talk, I don't tire. I'm serious. I'm getting tired of this country because everything in Nigeria is becoming too much of a hassle. See the other day, buy tickets, reach airport change the check-in counter closing time just because people full airport, they close the counter an hour before, no, 30 minutes before the usual closing time. Check-in counter don't close. Oh God, I don't even know what to say about this country. Everything in Nigeria now is a struggle. Everything. To buy pizza. Then go and now say, hey, now we don't do smally, and I come back. Now you won't go buy pizza. They say, oh sorry, now we don't get cut off time for smally. 3 o'clock. Even to buy pizza is my headache. You go to the market to buy snail. If you know